This is the Iron Trader, and it is hump day, which means it is crude day. Now, yesterday the API numbers came out, and crude had a build of 1.3 million. Gasoline had a draw of 0.4 million. Distillates had a draw of 2.5 million, and Cushing had a build of 0.4 million. Now, the EIA report will be out here today at 10:30. We'll see if it confirms. Now, there's going to be a lot going on here today, so you got to stay real sharp. 8:30, it's going to be all about the Fed, the Treasury, see what's going to go on. So you got to keep very, very sharp here. Also, watch what's going on there in the Middle East here. It's going to affect crude big time. This video is for information purposes only, not a recommendation to buy, sell any stock, commodity, ETF. Please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. All right, here we have crude oil, your daily, your weekly, and your monthly chart. Let's look at the daily here first. Okay, what do we have here? Well, we had a pretty good low there yesterday. Okay, it got as low as 80.74 here. This is the key level here to watch. 81.74, that's your 21 SMA here. Now you're back above this key level here, which is 81.50. Okay, so let's look at the downside here first. All right, so what you want to do is you want to look at this 21 SMA here. Okay, that's 81.74. We want to look here at this 80.50, and we want to look here at this 21-day here, or 100 SMA here at 81.22. Very, very key. Again, if that is lost here, well, what do we have here? Okay, we got 79.33. That's your 8-day on your monthly chart here. Then we come over here. We have 78.29. That's your 50 SMA on your weekly, and 78.29. That's your 200-day on your daily chart. So this is going to be very, very key. Along with this here, lines up very, very nicely here if we close below yesterday's low, okay, which was 80.74. This here would be your big target then, okay? Now again, if this is lost, then what we do is we can follow these candlesticks all the way down, but realistically, if that 78.29 is lost, this is your big target. Is going to be 69.88. That's your 200 SMA here on your weekly chart, okay? That would be the big target. But let's not get ahead of ourselves here. There's a lot of support in between here. The key is going to be this 78.28, yeah. Okay, so now what we want to do is we want to watch yesterday's high, okay? Always look to the previous day's candle, the high, the low, and the closing numbers, okay? So right there, you're looking at 83.37. Okay, that is going to be your resistance level here. And then right above that, what do we have? 83.78, that's your 8 SMA. We have 85.06, that's your 21 SMA. And then we have 86.37, that is your 50 SMA here. So you have a lot of resistance here above. Now you can see where it went right into the 8 SMA here. Pulled right back, right into it. Yesterday it didn't even get to it, so now this 8 SMA here is coming down real quick. It's going to be formed very, very tough resistance here. Again, if you can get above, then we just look right to the 21-day. If you get above there, you have the 50-day. Now, again, I'm not saying it can't go and blow right through this because we have different circumstances. What we have here now going on is you have that war going on in the Middle East. Okay, that's a huge catalyst. However, this is going to shake out. So, if seasonality was in play normally, your price would probably rate at the 78 level here. But always look at that war premium that was in, okay? I said you have about a $5 to $10 war premium. You had 89.85 here. It got all the way down to 80.74 here. See, that's your war premium. Now we got to see how this is all going to shake out here, okay? So bottom line is watch this 21-day here, okay, on your weekly chart here. Watch this key 81.50. Your 100, okay, and then all the way down here, if that's all lost, down to your 78.28. That is your downside. Upside, that 83, 78, 85.06, 86.37. Very, very critical. Obviously, if we can get above here, well, then we just follow these candles all the way in here. You got the 87.24. You have 87.75 here. We have 88.33, 88.57, 89.54, and then your big retest up there at the 89.85. See how your price channel here is coming down? It came down originally down to this candle here, right there, and then it came down to this candle here, and then here. Now you're all the way down to this candle here. So we got to see if this is going to level off or if this price channel is just going to keep falling right on down. But right now, we don't worry about anything that's above this 50-day. All we worried about is this 8, the 21, and the 50 on the upside. Now, your RSI here, well, you're still sitting there. It's trying to work it like a circus monkey here. Your MACD is still bearish. Your green is below your red, not good. You look at the MACD here on your weekly chart here. Well, we're going to see how it's going to shake out for the week, but it's trying to do a bearish cross here. That's not good here. RSI is falling off here. So again, just have to watch the information that's going out here. The news is going to be very, very critical today. Okay, let's take a look here at the old natty gas. All right, here we have natural gas, your daily and your weekly. Let me just big this up a little bit here. Okay, so what do we have here? This was the contract roll, popped right on up here, okay? And it was a really nice short down to this level here. Now, bottom of this candle here, 3.32. Look all the way to the left of the chart. What do you have? 3.32. That was your support level. Now, yesterday it got a little bit lower, and then it put one big ass green candle in. But you notice there that the top of this candle here was 3.63. It's not that 3.64. If I showed you on an hourly and a 4-hour chart there, that possible double top here, okay, came right on down. Now we're about half the candle. So today's low here was 3.45 here. So now we just follow these candles here, okay? So what you want to do, it needs to really hold this 3.47. If it doesn't, then we just come down to these candles right here, okay? All the way on down. And then we look to always here to this previous gap here, okay? So you're looking at 3.43. You look to this here, this previous fill here, 3.40, okay? So that would be your next support levels here if it keeps on going. And then we look to yesterday's low at basically 3.32. And then the top of this candle here at 3.27, because this gap has not been filled yet. I wish that gap was filled. That would have been nice, but it didn't fill. Okay, so now your 8-day is rallying up here really, really nice here. That way we look at here as that would be a support here. If it gets down here and it can't hold that 3.27, then we look to this 8 SMA, 3.25, and then we look for this 21-day here sitting at 3.20. Now, we always want to watch here this weekly, okay? So basically your 8-day is nicely above your 50 SMA here now, and it's above your 21-day. That's very, very bullish. It just had a crossover here on your 50. So you're looking at 3.07 there, and then we have your 50 SMA here at 3.04 here. But you can see how this pattern, this has been just a huge base for months and months, and now it can rally on up here. Now, again, if this thing can rally right back up here again, then we just look here for resistance. You want to look here at the bottom of this candle, 3.52. You want to look to this candle here. This is, let me see, what do we have here? Yeah, you have 3.59 on that candle. Then we want to come to yesterday's high, okay, 3.63. Then you have your 3.64, your retest, and then your big target here is going to be this 200 SMA here. This is what you'd be looking for here on the upside, okay? 3.795. That would be your big target. If this reverses and blasts right through everything, that is your target right there, okay? But we got to see how it all shakes out. Right now, we're half the candle here, so we're still looking okay. Got to just see how it all shakes out here. Now, your RSI is curving down here. You can see where you had a bearish divergence here where you put in a high here, really high here. You put in a really high there and a lower high there, okay? Negative divergence. That was basically your short point right there, or sell, however you trade. And then came right on down here. But it never did fill that gap, but it did hold this key candle right there. So we got to see how this RSI is going to shake out. You're still in good shape here. Your MACD still has a very good bullish cross here. You've got this time of the year, seasonality. You got the weather coming in here. So I'm still looking for this target here of this 200 SMA here at 3.79 here, 3.795 eventually. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but that would be the upside target. And then obviously if it blows past that, then we just work these candles all the way and up here until you get to your 100 SMA up here, sitting at 4.69. But we don't worry about that. We have to worry about this 3.64 here first. All right, let's take a look here on the hourly and the 4-hour. Okay, this is what I want to really show you here. Okay, so 3.64 here. Okay, 3.63. This is why you want to put multiple charts up. Okay, like for me, I have 2 PCs and I have 10 screens going at one time. Everything's all real time. Okay, so when you put this up, all I have to really do is look up. Okay, so if I'm scalping, I use a tick chart, a 1 and a 5 minute chart. If I want to take the trade out a little bit, I can go 15 minutes and 30 minutes here. And then if you want to have more of a swing type deal, you can use an hourly and a 4-hour. This is why you want to use these kind of charts here, because see, look at here, 3.64, 3.63. See, you can definitely see the double top here, and then now she's selling down. Okay, see how easy that is? See, and the same way with the 4-hour chart. Okay, see how easy it is? And now she's selling down. So what we want to do on here, on the downside here, is watch this key 50-day. This is sitting at 3.44. If that's lost here, you can come down to this, basically 3.40, which lines up a lot of really nicely with all your daily chart there. So just set this up here, or even if you just want to take a look at it, you can always look at this chart. Just try to make trading easier for yourself. Keep it simple. That's how you make money. The more complicated you get, it just doesn't seem to work. At least it doesn't for me. So just keep it simple so you can see the double top right there very, very clearly. Okay, remember the EIA report will be out today at 10:30. I'll have more for you later today after the pit close here on the crude oil and the natural gas. Thanks for watching.